Greg Laurie here in the Garden of Gethsemane. I'm in the actual area where Jesus himself would have been in some 2,000 years ago on his way to Calvary. This olive tree is growing out of one of the original olive trees from 2,000 years ago. This is what the tree would have looked like that Jesus prayed beneath when he was in the garden. Dr. Luke in his gospel says that when Jesus was contemplating the horrors of the cross, he sweat, as it were, great drops of blood. Medical science tells us that that may have been a rare medical condition known as hematidrosis. It's rare, it's unusual, but when a person is under intense stress, they actually perspire blood. That gives you an idea of what Jesus was going through as he contemplated the horrors of Calvary. You see, Jesus was omniscient. That means that he knew all things. That's because he was God. And as God, he knew what was ahead. He knew that he was going to be beaten and mistreated. He knew they were going to rip the beard from his face. He knew that the Roman cat of nine tails would come on his back 39 times. He didn't want to do any of that, but I think the thing he recoiled from in the Garden of Gethsemane was the knowledge of the fact that he who was sinless and perfect was about to bear everything sinful and imperfect. He who was holy and flawless was going to take upon himself all of the twisted, wicked, sinful perversion of mankind. And thus, in the Garden of Gethsemane, beneath the gnarled olive trees, he prayed, "Not my will, but yours be done." But before that, he said, "Father, if there's any other way, let this cup pass from me." But you know what? Of course, he went through with it. Why? Well, he went through with it because of you. Because he knew there was no other way that you could be brought into a relationship with the God that you and I have sinned against. So we thank God that Jesus went through with the cross. The Bible says, for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame, and now is set down at the right hand of God. And the joy that was set before him was you, knowing that you and I would believe in Jesus and be forgiven of all of our sin, so we could have the hope of life beyond the grave. Much is said about the cross of Calvary, and justly so. But let's not forget the decision that was made first here in the Garden of Gethsemane for us.